attacking!
Commencing attack.
Yes.
Well done. Launching an attack. Oh, excellent!
Bravo! Somebody attack him!
Engaging the enemy. attacking.
Roger.
Yes.
I agree. Take him down.
Commencing attack.
航空機発見。空より敵機。 撃破しました。
I agree.
attack.
Attention to the designated grid square! Attention to the designated grid square! Launching an attack! Somebody attack him!
Engaging the enemy. Attacking. Somebody attack him.
Launching an attack! Attacking!
Destroy the target. Attacking.
Attacking!
into the designated grid zone.
Destroy the target! Attack the enemy!
Destroy the target.
損。我が艦は沈没しつつあり。
Attention to the map. Take him down!
I agree.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
船体に浸水あり。航空機発見。空より敵機。 空より鉄球空より鉄器
Attacking. Launching an attack. Attacking. Attack.
航空機発見 航空機発見
Somebody attack him!
Get 空より敵機
Attention to the map!
艦内に火災発生
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Attacking.
Somebody attack him!
Commencing attack! Take him down!
航空機発見。空より敵機。航空機発見。
User entered your channel.
Hello.
Greetings. How goes it?
So what I heard yesterday about the good. So what I heard yesterday about those zero structures coming to base in Nautica turns out to be true. They've added the large room, and like the glass ceilings.
We should tell Seth about it. Seth showed up last night for once.
Except it's only in the experimental version
for the moment, right?
for the moment. But also being in the experimental version, mods won't work and it's full of bugs. Yeah, so far they have added the large room. So they are bringing it to Subnautica.
Well, that's cool. Seth would like to hear that. I sent you the website about the co-op thing. It's like a client. Like, it's like a launcher that you put on. And it adds like a menu in the game. Seth and I used it for a little while. And John too. So
You guys
I know
have
it
heads?
works. Even with his shitty internet, we still managed to do it alright. It worked out fine. What's
Well,
that?
do your player characters actually have heads?
Oh yeah. It's a full, I mean, you're literally just copies of each other, but still. Like, there's also a couple things. Like, if I pick my color as blue, we'll both be blue. And vice versa. So if he picks red, we'll both look red, but not on my screen. On my screen, we'll both be blue. So, but that doesn't change anything. You still see each other. You can see each other's names at ranges and stuff. So you can keep track of each other pretty easily. I like quality of life stuff like that. And they made sure to do it, and they've been updating it still. And it works. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played the game that much. Boy.
Nice.
That's just how it is. Yeah. Now I don't know if I need to update it. It's been a while since I've ran it. Seth and John bounce around different stuff sometimes. And sometimes I'm just too busy or not feeling good enough to join them.
I know that.
Yeah, and then whenever I finally do have the time and I feel good enough to do things, I can't. A lot of the time, Seth is nowhere to be found, or a lot of people. Like this past week. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like Seth's like, "Come on, I want to play Raft," and I'm like, "Oh, Seth, I'm so tired. I've got no sleep. I'm having all these problems. I can't." And then it's like, "Hey, Seth, let's do it." Oh, he's still gone, huh? Well then.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
Yeah, it's just that I just want to do co-op stuff and play with everyone so bad. Because
Yeah,
it's been
fair.
just a while in general since I got to do much with anybody that I'm having a hard time firing up stuff single player in general. So,
Yeah. Go ahead. In your opinion, what's the best biome to base in?
in Subnautica?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Seth just go off the starting spot. The only other time I've seen him move stuff was with the mobile base thing.
The Cyclops?
I guess there's like this big version of a submersible that you can like build a little mini base onto.
Is it like a giant submarine?
Kind of.
That's the Cyclops, I believe.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I know there's like two versions. I know there's one that's like just a mini pod, and then there's like a big one.
Well done.
Yeah, the big one's called the Cyclops.
I understand. I also like pizza.
You also like what?
Pizza.
Hmm.
So a few days ago, I got on Steel Division and I made an experimental division off that new one that I got.
Nice. Did you test it?
I was going to, but you know how I said I've been having trouble starting stuff solo. Yeah, I kind of got sad and didn't. I was going to, but then I lost all my drive.
Yikes.
It's like
Yeah.
whenever you go to raise your finger and then you just kind of like lower it, because you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, the really cool thing about these large rooms is that you can put walls inside them and section them off. That way it's not like all just one giant space.
Okay, what if I want one giant space? Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's what I want. I want the humongous boy.
Fair?
Commencing attack.
In No Man's Sky, I did that with the freighter. I just started removing the walls inside of it and just expanding it into a large square area. I still kept some of the hallways and rooms though. Man, I haven't been on there since they've had the new update for them, where you could do all kinds of more stuff with them. Now I can make an even bigger hole.
Lord.
I don't know, in games I always make the craziest looking characters. I wish I could...
That's the fun.
I wish there's some... I know, for me, exactly. They're so abominations. It's so funny. Like, there's this wrestling game that I got really good at. He became my best character, but he was the most weirdest looking thing. It's fucking... Oh, man. I wish I had some pictures or something. It's on my old... I had a rare Xbox.
Oh,
Anyways.
nice.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the rarest ones. It was like a Halo themed one. But it was a certain Halo themed one. It was like a UNSC kind of one. And there was only so many of them ever. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, another
It
interesting
had an
addition they
orange
made.
display. Go ahead.
Another interesting thing they're putting into the Subnautica stuff. If your objects, when you're trying to place an object, if it's clashing with another object, excluding like walls and stuff, it'll highlight the object it conflicts with.
Oh, that's very good. That is completely necessary. You haven't tried From the Depths before, have you?
No, I have not. Although, as far as I'm aware, it's like water space engineers.
Well, there's more than that.
That's at least what I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's a gross misidentification.
That's just what I've heard.
Right. I know. I'm just saying that there is more to it. You can add fleet. There's fleet management. You're basically controlling a faction. You know, remember how I described Ovorion? How you can make a mothership and go around and detach and separate things and mine for minerals and stuff, or you can create your own faction, like an empire builder, or join another faction. And it's all co-op. Kind of take that idea, but run with it with naval and land stuff, with like various hydrodynamic simulations. Like you can make submarines, and you can make giant guns and missile launchers. I've made this one missile that fires, and it hits into the water and separates and turns into a torpedo and homes in from underneath the vessel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I currently experimenting with some base designs with this bigger, with the new stuff.
attack.
Launching an attack.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm doing some experimenting with base designs with this stuff in the experimental server. Although I did already find a glitch that can ruin your base building.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Yes, I can hear you. What? No, it's okay. I was typing, so I was focusing on what I was typing. The brain can't focus on two things at the same time, like that. Two different forms of communication.
艦内に火災発生
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
These people. I get a little I get a little flare up in chat sometimes. I was talking to someone. He's like, "Oh man, what's up with this missile?" And I was trying to explain to him that that there's drawbacks to it. Like you can shoot further than it and stuff like that. You can deal with it. And this other guy's like, "They don't even render it." And it's like, I'm like, dude, just mind your own business, please. It makes me sad. I don't like seeing people convincing themselves because of YouTubers and rumors that it's just some magical being that's holding them back. It's got nothing to do with them and learning how to do anything. Can't be their own mistakes, and it just makes me sad. It hurts my feelings, you know. It's like, come on, man. I'm tired of seeing this, and that's why I've been vocal about it lately, because I'm just tired of good things being ruined because of misunderstandings. Anyways, yeah. So what was I saying? I was talking about Subnautica, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really that experienced with it. A lot of the times when Seth and John were playing was when I was at work. So, so they got tired of it before I had a lot of free time. See, we'll start playing something, and then I can't play with them because I'm working, and then they quit the game or move on to something else, and then I just gotta work from there, which I guess is kind of fine. But I kind of get left behind, so it starts, you start thinking about it a little. But
Yeah.
But I do know one thing.
They'll probably come back to Subnautica after they put all the those zero buildings into base game.
Yeah, they come back to stuff when they feel like it. It's I can't deny that I'm very important to the group as much as I don't want to think about that kind of stuff.
機関部破壊
I tend so I do know that I'm needed a lot. It's
Are you smorched?
well, I tend to pull everything together. Like anytime that we do something that requires a leader, they put me in charge. I've been trying to wean them a little bit, like trying to help them, encourage them to do a little bit on their own because I can't be around all the time. And to be able to take control of things.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Seth's been getting a little better. But at the end of the day, you know, it still is what it is. So that's fine, you know. I naturally tend to take up the leader role anyway, so it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Like I'm just always been that way. Anytime I did projects or anything, people didn't know what they were doing, I always took charge. Even if they got pissy about it, I'm like, well, nobody's doing nothing, so. Dude, I
Yeah.
just remembered some.
But
Now, I don't want to sound negative, but stop me if it's bothering you. I was playing Sea of Thieves with my German friend, and his sister and her boyfriend were playing, and I was like, okay, but guys, what are we gonna do? This is like a few years ago, and nobody said nothing. They're like, oh well, like I guess we go somewhere, I guess, and I'm like, okay. So I just kind of,
led them on a mystical adventure.
what's that?
Led them on a mystical pirate adventure.
Yeah, after a while of them just standing around doing nothing and just talking in circles, which is, I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like chilling talking. They just couldn't figure out what they did or what to do or nothing. And as being a senior, having a lot more experience than them at this point, I was playing the game for about a few months in total, one after the other, like consecutively. So everything was fresh in my mind. I took charge. I'm like, okay, guys, we're gonna lower the sails. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna pick up this box. We're gonna grab this quest, and we're gonna do that. I was giving them things to do.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then I was. Then we got to the quest, and I was taking the lead on divvying people up. I'm like, okay, we're gonna search this side of the island, that side of the island. We're gonna dig this up and that. Well, apparently, her boyfriend got mad at that, and so they just left. And he's like, oh, he didn't like how you're bossing everybody around. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was the only one getting things going. You guys are just standing around doing nothing. I was taking charge. And like, I wasn't bossing them around. Like, we just pulled up to place. I said, we're going to go here. And then I was just chill. Like, I went out and tried to help them look for the stuff. And I was like, hey, how's everything going, guys? You know, you find anything? You know, there's a big difference between just trying to be bossy.
Yeah, there is a big difference there.
Well, I never played with them again.
Fair.
I think what happened was that guy took it personally because he had his girlfriend there.
Yeah.
But I was just reminded of that because that was kind of funny. I was like,
Yeah.
because I took charge. But you know, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I ain't seen Kyrian forever. I've seen him on Earth Defense Force the other day, but I ain't heard from him, and I don't know why. I like Kyrian. He's pretty cool usually. He's a weirdo like me.
Huh.
Yeah. So what are you up to right now? Playing Subnautica?
Yeah, experimenting with base designs.
Oh, okay. I wasn't alt tabbing at the moment, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah. Found a potential base design that can yield a lot of productivity.
Yeah.
These large rooms are a blessing.
敵の
The only thing you'd ever really need to worry about is storage of items, which can be fixed easily. He is adding more lockers. It's also a really good food production. Good for food production and stuff, and plant production for biofuel.
Yeah.
Mainly because it supports 4 indoor grow bags, which I'm trying to expand to 6.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it can support 6. I found a base design that supports 6 indoor grow beds, which is good for both food and biofuel. And that's now excluding setting up an exterior farm full of creep vine.
Yeah.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is
I'm playing the Enduring Confrontation ship battle. They're doing the realistic one today.
Nice.
Yeah, they alternate it. Starting on Thursday to Sunday, they alternate between the arcade and realistic version every day. Every weekend so
Interesting.
far for the past, like, 2 whole months.
Certainly interesting.
It can be. When I get the big maps, I usually just leave and just try to join another one. I am interested in the tank sim they were going on today. A few weeks ago, they did the tank sim where it was the Ferdinand at 6.3, and I was like, oh boy, awesome. Because they moved the Ferdinand up to 6.7 recently. And I don't think the Ferdinand should be at 6.7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I know some people are like, "Oh, it has 200 millimeters of front armor," and I say it's not sloped. A lot of things at 6.3 can just pass right through. Even at range, Now, here's where it gets tricky if you're talking about at range, because Allied guns lose a lot of penetration over distance after 1,000. Than the Axis. I mean, Germany does. So the Allied guns lose a lot more energy faster and easier. Or even, the Allied guns in general. And you could take advantage of that, but there's still different vulnerabilities on it. And it also has, it has that Porsche thing where it has those corners that are weak. And then at 6.3, there's tanks that get heat FS as well. Now, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm not one of those people that are gonna preach to you and pretend like heat FS is gonna ruin the game, because it isn't. It still has. It's like a worse AP. Because it only affects a small area in front of it, because that's just the immediate blast area. But AP penetrates and it shatters and shreds.
Yeah.
If it doesn't overpin. Now heat FS is in theory more effective because of the effective penetration. It doesn't handle angles well, just like any other HE heat device. It disperses more easily at tighter angles. Oh boy, it looks like it's gonna storm again. Hope my internet don't go out. If it does,
You'll
I'll just
probably,
shut my hotspot.
you'll probably will need lag a bit.
Maybe, but in the past few days, every time it stormed, the internet went out. I'll be back though if it does. I'll turn my data on my phone. But I want to go on to the tank sim that they have. They're doing like 7.0 or something like that. Which means I'm going to bring a 262 out. I only bring out certain vehicles within certain ranges. Like if I want to take a 262, I'm not going to do it whenever they're allowing a 9.0. Because every day they change it up. And it's been a little while. And with air and tank sim, you don't need to bring a tank. You could just start off in a plane and use nothing but planes.
Fair.
which gives people incentive to start off in space. It gives them a purpose to do that, which I think is pretty interesting. 'Cause it really changes things up when compared to how some people might consider the timing to use a spay, because that's always an option.
Reloading.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I said interesting.
Attention to the
Oh yeah, I was agreeing.
Take him down.
We've destroyed the enemy's base. Now victory will surely be easy.
Bravo.
Yeah, one of the things I like about this, I find interesting about this enduring confrontation evil, is that it lets you bring up to ships and planes up to 6-7, I think it is. Which I think 6-7 is the highest ships are right now. Which means I can bring a few planes with me. That could be really interesting. Like the Christmas ME-262.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Since it
Sounds
doesn't
fun.
have the same firepower as the regular one, it's 6-7 in RB.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For mercy.
Sounds like a bit of, chaos is about to ensue.
Well, it depends on how you want to use it. Because it does get like a bomb and some and some like mini rockets that are used for air. But it's not superior. And I know just some people. I used to think this too when I didn't understand. But some people are immediately like, a jet? Oh no, I'm screwed. And it's like, no, not really. Last night I told someone it's like trying to run a very out of breath marathon runner. Like, it'll take him a while to be going fast, and he can very easily lose that speed, and it takes him a while to get up to speed. And I think that was a pretty good analogy, because the early jets have, and some later jets too, the acceleration is very bad. Propeller planes will always out accelerate them. So you have to either keep your energy up or lose it all, and then you take a while to get it back, naturally,
Yeah.
That's how a lot of people catch more newbie people with the jets, is because they start turning and stuff and they lose their speed, and guess what? Now you have this propeller to deal with.
Yep. Doesn't exactly sound fun for them.
Yeah. It can be interesting though. You just gotta really manage your energy.
Yeah.
And you're also gonna be fighting against some super props, like the P-51H, the Bearcat, some other stuff.
The enemy has captured a zone.
But yeah, I think it's fun going between RB and simulator in different ways.
Sounds fun. At least.
Yeah, you can make it's easy to make a lot of money with it.
I imagine.
Well, technically either of them, but you know, I could make 100K in about 30 minutes, and that's including my premium. I tend to forget that I got premium because I'm not used to having premium. I'm used to just doing free to play.
Yeah, I'm never gonna give money to Gaijin.
Well, it's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
There's so much intricacy to details and things. Like things that I've learned and read about from real life, I get to use in the game because it's just so detailed.
Yeah, that's one good thing about it.
Destroy the target.
This guy's name is Poi Gaming, so I had to give him a Poi. It's a reference to a character in anime. They're a ship character. They're like a reincarnation of a ship. I think they Yuki Kaze? I don't remember. But she says Poi. Which is also based off of a game. I forgot about that part.
I know what you're talking about. I know the game and show you speak of.
Yeah, there's actually a few of them now.
Games or shows?
Both.
I've only heard of the one game.
Yeah, you're thinking of oh shit. What the fuck? What the hell's hitting me? Isn't that little fuck?
You're saying?
There's Azure Lane and then there's Kantai Collection.
I heard of Azura, but I haven't heard of Kantai.
Yeah, I figured. The one I was talking about was Kantai Collection. Yeah, there's this free-spirited character that just kind of just goes along with how they want to, whatever they want to do. And they go Poi. They say Poi sometimes.
Whack.
Yeah, they did something interesting in the show. They killed off a character.
Whack.
Like it's like an interesting concept because like you have these characters that
Well, is
are
it
like
is it like historical ships or?
yeah, kind of. Like they're all named after like old ships and stuff. Like it's so interesting because it's like this evil threat shows up, and Earth gets like pushed. You know, kind of apocalyptic, kind of. So you get these evil creatures, and then people start getting like reborn as like spiritual incarnations of these ships with all these different like. They get like these different like weapons and shit to put on them, and they like go across the water, and they're named after like the ships, like Fubuki and shit. And then you got, I think there's the USS Enterprise, or maybe that's in Azure Lane. I don't remember.
I know it's in Azure.
Anyways, well, the part of the story that Con Collection, at least the show that I've watched, I don't know if they made more seasons or not, but that one takes place in Japan. That part of the world. At least the perspective of the show. That I'm gonna go check on it now. And I've heard some people drawing some connections to what some real life ships that actually sank, to one or two of them that died. And then you have these characters that are really funny called the Congo sisters, and you can already kind of figure out what they're related to.
I don't like the sound of that.
Why?
Somebody's
I'm
coming.
assuming that they're related to the Congo.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. And they're funny. They each have slightly different personalities, but they're insane. I'll be right back. They're
What?
eccentric, I mean. I'll be back.
Anyway, I finished the base.
Awesome.
Designated grid zone.
Another
It's a lo-
interesting...
Here, I'll send you a screenshot.
It's implied and so much shown that these people that are reincarnated like this are humongous. Like the aircraft
Weird.
carriers are like Sendai archers or some shit. Where they have like an armor deck on their wrist, and the planes are like the bow. So that when they fire the bow through the arrow onto the deck on their arm, the planes come out. It's like, huh. And the planes are like, smaller than them.
From what I've seen, it's similar of Ezra.
Kind of. I think Kantai came first, if I recall, because Azra was like from Korea, right? South Korea.
I don't know. You'd have to look into the company.
I did. I did, but I forgot. Because there's like several of them. They aren't the only 2, and a lot of them are coming from that area. So
There are 3 companies that work on Ezra.
there's one from China too.
I know that.
There's one from Korea, and there's one from somewhere in Eastern Asia.
Probably China.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Anyway, how does that base look?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Attack the enemy.
Launching an attack.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I'll be back.
Yep, hold on. I gotta read the chat. Something interesting happened.
Your stream.
Oh no, I'm looking through the game chat.
Well,
I forgot to even check my chat.
is there anybody watching?
I don't know. I haven't looked. Sometimes I just don't want to bother
Zone out.
with them.
Attention to the map.
Oh, okay. This battleship I'm driving with has a Douglas and me next to him. And he's like, talk about an escort. Damn. The SMS Bayern?
Anyway, do you have a moment to look at the baseline? Or are you in combat?
No, I'm gonna check now. I'm just cruising.
Right.
I'm in the destroyer. Alright, you said you're sending me a picture, right? There we go. There it is. Oh. Not too bad. You're making me think of the underwater base in No Man's Sky that John was making. Because you could do that. Ouch. What's that? Yeah. I have a few. Here's one. I'm in TeamSpeak. Well,
Doesn't look like there's any changes to the Cyclops.
not yet at least.
Nope. Although it is pretty good as it is.
So I test drove that battleship that I got last night from the event,
Mhm.
and it's stock and it goes 54 kilometers an hour. That's not too bad.
It is Japanese.
That's true. Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch Contact Collection again. It's been years. Like, I didn't understand most of the reference in it at the time. So I don't remember much about the Congo sisters other than some that they were funny and crazy.
Affirmative.
I'm going around collecting fish from my fish tank right now. The only thing
Yeah.
I'm really missing is a cured keeper. Well, cured as in, you know, the vents.
Right. That's understandable.
Oh, there's one.
Is my audio okay?
Yeah. You're doing fine.
I'm just listening to Sea Shanty too while I'm sailing.
Bear.
You know where that's from, right?
Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I believe.
Oh no. I should have reworded that. Sea Shanty 2 is a track from RuneScape.
Oh.
There are some slight variable quality differences, but I'll send you a sample of one of them. Now, as the game updated, they did have like a couple of variations where they had like a different quality.
Mm.
But yeah, there you go. It's I've always liked that one, and it's been getting it was getting a little popular for a short time recently.
Hmm.
Anyways, there you go.
Yeah, I got it.
So yeah, it seems to be implied in that Contact collection, and I guess as Zerlane kinda too, that they're like really huge people. So like the culture, I mean not the culture, but the buildings and stuff, like from their perspective look like normal people buildings, but probably from other people's perspective they're like massive. And there are some details here and there that point to that too. Like you'll see some pieces of land or other structures here and there that aren't their size. Like some radio towers and shit, you know?
Yeah. 1 second. I'm here.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's interesting because there's like a bit of like sub mystery into it because it's never really explicitly explained if they're just taller or not. It's just kind of there, and you just kind of like put it together yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I find that interesting. That's one of the things I was curious about when I seen it like 30 years ago.
Mm.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map.
Yeah, the Sunaka base I built is quite functional. All it really needs is the tiny bits to add. Although it is pretty expensive.
Roger that.
Right. When I get paid, I think I'm gonna gift you something.
Where you gonna gift me?
I'm thinking either Earth Defense Force or something else.
I mean, are you financially stable?
Well,
Because I mean, if you need the money, by all means.
well, of course. I did say I was considering it. I'll have to see how it goes. I am getting paid a little better at my new job.
I mean, only buy stuff for me if you're financially stable.
Well, see, the only reason why I'm considering it is because it's cheap.
How cheap?
It's like $20, I think.
We'll see how your financials are.
Oh, of course.
Because I don't want to strain your financials.
I know. I appreciate it, but I'll worry about that myself. No worries. Dude, that dude just next to me just ate shit.
Oh god, what killed him?
It said Wait, hold on.
Destroy the target.
I lost track. I was looking through the list here.
To the designated grid square.
Lol.
Affirmative.
Like, I didn't even know, like, he just exploded out of nowhere. That's what it seemed like.
Do you leave the battle?
No?
Attack the
Don't-
enemy!
It did give someone the credit, though. No, wait. No, he's still here. He spawned as a different ship, I think.
Yeah, you could just jade out.
I was thinking that too, but I see a ship near us now, so
Could have been them.
he must have got hit or jade out, and either they happened to spawn or it was from a hit from before. Is what I was thinking.
Yeah, it was likely sinking and
But it was
had
just
no
so-
pumps.
Yeah, it was just so sudden because we were like flying next to each, well, not flying, but swimming next to each other, and then all of a sudden, poof, and I was like, "Holy hell! Where's the enemy?"
Yeah.
This guy says he's AWACS.
Will that even help?
Don't know.